You're happy there? All right, as long as no one shits on you, then you're good.
All right, this is an excellent way to start the stream.
As long as no one shits on you.
As long as no one
then
shits
we're
on
good.
you at work, that's fine. No Shiza video. All right, welcome to DieDragonDie presents
Oh, we started, huh?
Demonwatch campaign, episode 9.
Oops.
I'm your host and DM, and Napbeard will call me tonight because I woke up from the nap of all naps, aka sleeping. At 2 p.m. today, I'm like, I gotta have a nap because I'm on break, and I woke up at 7. So I was like, where am I? What's going on? I was having time loop dreams. I'm like, I don't know when I am. Yeah, exactly. Is it 7 a.m.? No, it's 7 p.m. Shit, my alarm for game.
Olive and I were sending texts back and forth going, have you know, no?
Marty.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking he's asleep. He was up at 10 a.m. That's not good.
No, I was up at like 8 a.m. this morning. It was awesome.
Yeah, my 10 a.m. Which is...
Right. Okay. So, we played yesterday, and...
yes! Sorry.
Let me do a quick recap of what happened yesterday in episode 8. Inside of the astral whale, also called an Oma, that had crashed against the tower Indivisible, which is a magical tower that's flickering in and out of existence, or in and out of visible sight. They're not too sure yet. Inside the astral whale that was dead at the foot of it, Princess Nina spotted a small fairy dragon that was trapped inside. There was a demon called a Hezru that was running amok in the region, and it was keeping the fairy dragon within Oma. Fi came up with the idea of using a dream spell to communicate with the dragon. The reason why they didn't want to confront the demon, or to confront the demon, the reason why they didn't confront the demon right away is that it had the power of blasphemy, which, had it got off with the party members in range,
Save or die.
There would have
Save
been,
or die.
right, it's a death effect against weaker foes, and it was a tremendously tough demon. So they figured that the dragon must be a high enough power to not just die to the blasphemy if it was being trapped by the demon. You know, logic. So they tried to convince, and did, the dragon to aggravate the demon so that it would get off, that it would use its blasphemy and frustration against the dragon, so that they then could confront the demon. And the plan went all right, I suppose. The blasphemy did go off eventually. They had decided that the top of a wall was the best place to confront the demon. 1d2 sirens. Awesome. Only one. All right. And they did so. They confronted the demon on top of some ruined walls. It teleported up there. Icon and several others were lucky to still be alive at the end of this. But
Fairy Princess Nina was more close to dead than any of them.
Right, it had a few other powers that they didn't factor into their plan.
What if it just sits on the ground and like unholy word or whatever the heck it's called, just all day?
Yeah, unholy blight all day, kind of at the top of the tower. Yeah, that would have been bad. But
Yeah.
that would have been more of a, like, had it sat there and just sort of like carpet bombed the entire top of the tower, that would have shown some patience. This demon was the epitome of wasted intellect. It was running around like a happy dog in its carnage and its filth, more so than acting like, say, a devil might.
It's a dummy.
Right. So they were able to vanquish the demon and rescued Chase. Chase being a small fairy dragon bard shit disturber.
Yeah, the last one.
A level 4 shit disturber. All right. And they basically, whether they realize it or not, have a new companion.
Yay. Maybe he'll grow and then we can make boots.
Right. They figure the more they buck, the worse it will be.
Kinda. Well, Fine thinks it's great. Venturin is like, it was supposed to be a sovereign. How is
Ventarin,
he
you mean?
supposed to... Ventarin, yeah.
Okay.
I
heard you say
This
Korean.
was it was a
I said
fly off
Venturin.
the. What is that? The term fly off the seat of your pants or something like that?
Flying by the seat of your pants.
Flying by the seat of your pants. Yeah, I was worse than that.
What
See,
was
he
it?
always wants
Okay.
to fly off the handle with the seat of his pants.
All right. So where we left off was they were in Diedragon's manor. This is a noble that they, merchant kind of guy that they rescued earlier on when demons attacked the city of Valderis. They brought him back to his manor. His manor miraculously survived without much of a scratch. It had been looted, and he was really upset that all of his servants and his guards basically abandoned the manor.
But his cheese cellar was okay.
Yes, his expensive the secondary cellar where all of his wine and cheeses was fine. So you guys have been eating actually pretty well.
Breakfast.
He's grown a little bit annoyed the fact that you guys are using his manor as a place to foray against the demons. You could tell that he's worried that
Reprisals?
yeah, he's worried that you're going to drag demons back to the manor, and then
We're worried, to be perfectly honest, about dragging demons back to the manor as well. So.
that last fight was quite loud. Now, that evening, a lot of people weren't out on the streets because of the strange reddish dust. Now, the vortex of the storm during the attack on the city, or the couple days afterwards, has moved way far to the south. And the way that you kind of look at the sky now is that those touchdowns of those weird pillars of dust are on the extreme edge of the vortex. Now, what the dust does, you're not sure. But there was one tendril that...
Has it moved?
Yeah,
You said it didn't move?
The touchdown of the zephyr of dust actually kind of went back up into the sky, and the thing is slow. The whole maelstrom is moving south.
Wait. So hold on. So you're talking. I'm looking at the map. Post.
Yeah. So that red dot is where there was a pillar of dust that reached down from the sky and touched that neighborhood.
So you're saying what is moving down? The eye of the storm above us?
The eye of the storm was above you days ago. Remember that there was a big dust storm?
Yeah.
That was the eye of the storm moving away.
Yep.
And then the extreme outer edge of this huge event was these tendrils of
That's messed up.
dust that came down. And this dust, you're looking at. I guess you could give me an alchemy check, maybe a spellcraft. Now that you've got a sample of it and you're
I've got
looking
a
at
sample of it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. 37.
Okay. It is a curious substance that that has many properties that are similar to, I believe it's onyx.
It makes undead?
Oh shit! Off.
And it has a very faint
Don't say necromancy.
necromancy.
Fuck. Sorry.
Hopefully not. It could be better than it is.
Oh, we'll think of the good side. XP. So what?
Could be
So what you're
fair-
saying is this is likely this thing's creating undead.
I would.
But
If
that dust touched down right beside House Widdershins. Says
it
Otis.
doesn't, it doesn't seem very concentrated. Hopefully, it only affects bodies, those who have already fallen. But I'm not certain.
All right.
It's
we're
only
gonna
a mild necromantic effect.
That does not
It
make
takes-
anyone, by the looks of their faces, feel any better. When it's
Undead
raining mild necromantic effects, no
Undead.
one is going, oh, okay, fine.
Yeah. Oh, this one. Yeah. Correct me
Okay.
if I'm wrong, but undead beget undead. Correct.
Only some of them. The ghouls, for instance, if they don't completely consume your body, can create more.
Is this thing making ghouls?
Don't know. Like I said, mild necromantic effect. I would think more zombie or skeletons.
This
or
changes
something.
our plan, says Hadrian.
Not really.
The Inquisitor. No.
Add a hat.
If that death storm landed
Created
down between
undead.
us and where I want to go, I'll go out and scout it out.
So where does he want to go? He wants to go here, right? Here.
Yeah, we're trying to get to Defender's Heart.
Right.
That's where he wants to go.
Well,
Yeah.
that's where we're heading
Yeah.
for Otis's
Okay.
family as well.
So if you scout that out, then we can go to the Nyserian Manor and find the no-goodniks who've done some of this.
There appears to be a
Nyserian?
neighborhood that's somewhat intact to the north.
What? Why do you want to go to the Nyserian Manor?
Because it's on the list. You know
What's
the
there?
list.
Yes, well, things have been happening.
The bad people are there, trying to
Right.
hide their evil deeds.
Right, you're saying the
What are you
hideout.
talking about? There's
Borthos
cultists.
The Nyserians were shrewd traders. They were rivals of mine on several business ventures.
Remember there was the letter about hiding the evidence? We don't want them to hide the evidence on us. Maybe they missed some. Maybe they're still there.
Right. So how about this then? It looks like it would take us less. I mean, it would take us less than an hour to get to the Nyserian Manor. We do that.
Yes.
We do that with a small group. We scout. We see what's happening. Take out any evildoers.
Well,
While
Hadrian
heading north.
goes north and checks to see if there's undead popping up from the dust.
Yes.
Perhaps we should wear hats. I'm not a big fan of hats in general.
no, agreed.
It makes my
call.
head hot.
No, you want these things on your skin, correct?
The head of their family, his name was Candro Nyserian. At least he was the most public figure. I do believe that his great-grandfather still dwelled in the manor, and there were all sorts of stories about him.
Kind of stories.
Are they human or are they human-like?
Nyserians are human, says Bortha, like the question was stupid.
But what kind of stories about his grandfather?
Most humans don't get to be the head of the household with the grandfather still around.
They say that his grandfather was over 100 years old.
Also, humans tend not to be over 100 years old.
Right,
Fragile body
fine.
model.
What are you suggesting?
Outliving his own direct descendants.
So Fi,
There's powerful magic, there's undeath, there's a mixing of the blood, there's all sorts of things that could do that. Dealing with demons.
Bortha says, I never quite trusted them. He
That's
says this like that means something. I don't know if you guys have explored the NPC character sheets at all, but he has a very interesting feat.
That's
I
probably
know
because
from his
you
religion.
are
Something
not a
interesting.
moron. You're sometimes selfish, but you're not a moron.
He actually stiffens with pride a little bit at, oh, you found the way.
All right. So what we're dealing with is probably a group that know about a group of cultists. They know about this event. They may have information, as may the other places, which we need to investigate to see what happened.
Whoa. First, we need to determine whether or not the Nyserian family was in on anything. There was evidence to be destroyed at the Nyserian Manor. That is not to say the Nyserian family, as creepy and old as they might be, are necessarily the perpetrators of.
But they're on this letter.
They are on this letter. That location is on the letter.
We will go and determine what to do then.
I will scout north to see what dangers lie between here and Defender's Heart.
Right. Don't engage.
I trust that you will lead them well, is what he says to the Sovereign. To Ventarin.
Yes.
He's like, looks like,
Good luck
hey, I'm
to
right
you.
here. We know you. I've known you longer. Like, what? Like, hey.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you.
He does turn to Eldon and says, "Keep the Sovereign safe. For all we know, he's the last one in Valderis. And that storm heads towards Monte Plata. The fighting likely is there."
He would not suffer before my death.
Icon's light shall protect all of you.
Still green stuff on your dress, Icon.
Fi was about to say the same goddamn
He's now looking like, where?
Fi will press digitated for
The
him.
group is starting to get more comfortable with each other
Yep.
and make jokes. And
Chase, there's a crash from the other room, which sends Borthus scrambling to see what's going on. He ducks as Chase zooms into the room, lands on the kitchen table in the middle of you. Kruger's barking and going after him. The two children are running after him, laughing.
there's
The sounds of family.
right.
He coughs up that little gem that he had been playing with, the exquisite emerald. When he's playing with it in his own ick.
Oh, we never identified what this ring does.
Oh yeah, I forgot to include a ring as part of the.
I wrote it down, Marty. I wrote it down. The frog.
Oh, with the mild transmutation
suction.
on it.
Suction cup, frog ring.
Yeah, I've already pasted what it did on.
Oh, you did? Oh.
Yeah. Let's see. It's probably easy enough with your spellcraft checks. Like, what's your minimum?
Oh,
what's that ring? Oh my god!
It is called the golden ring of the tree frog. +5 acrobatics, climb, and swim checks.
Send it, FedEx to.
that's actually a
worth,
really
like,
nice ring.
5,000 gold pieces if you sell it, kind of thing. Maybe more.
Yeah.
That is not being sold. It's going to one of our guys.
It's going to either somebody who's good at these things or somebody who's god awful at these
What's
things.
the bonus? Is there a stealth bonus?
No.
Fuck.
Climb, swim,
Come now,
acrobatics.
children. The adults are planning.
Climb.
Morning.
But we were playing with the dragon.
So, who... I need a guinea pig today. Or a lab rat. Or someone who's simply adventurous.
There are rats all over the place, dumbass.
There are no rats in my house.
Yes, there are.
Okay.
I think I've finally figured out how to not poison people with my extracts. I've tried a few times before, and it sometimes ends not terribly well before, but I think I've finally figured out the pH balance to not cause the indigestion, which then makes the reaction that makes it all bubble out of your mouth.
Chase.
And slight change in pigmentation.
I think he's part rat.
He's pointing at Lan.
Lan, not that I I think you could use something like this, and he'll slide a extract over. If we get into a fight, drink that, and hopefully it will make your, well, you know, the spell with the shield of force that blocks everything. It's called shield.
I thought it was a beauty potion.
No,
And Lan
saving.
grabs the thing and activates it, becomes the pretty half-elf. How's that? Oh, how's this? Chooses his voice to
No,
match
your
that.
face is still all funny. It's kind of lumpy on one side.
I'll show you, Luffy. You fart out of your mouth.
Perfect fly. It could just like just flutters away. It's up on the in the chandelier right now, looking over the table where you guys are sitting.
There's lots of rat poop up here.
He flicks a bunch of like dust bunnies.
And Fi will hand a bark skin to Ventaren.
So that ring, I would like to take it either for Eldon or Lan.
Okay. Lan currently has 3 rings, I think. He's ringman.
Holy shit, he's ringing. So yeah, I was gonna replace. He already has a ring that gives him climb and acrobatics. I'm gonna drop that to Eldon. These are like the 2 stealthy guys.
Okay.
Hadrian is not going to get dressed in his armor today.
Mm-hmm.
He's carrying it.
Would you like chain? Ventaren has sleeping chain that he could.
He looks at the sovereign and will accept the sovereign's armor. I'll get it back to you when I can. I need to be stealthy. He eventually puts on his hat and ties something around his mouth just to keep from breathing in the
To
dust.
look like a badass.
Well, that to look like a badass.
One of these characters has like infinite style.
Yep.
Hadrian has it. It's just there is no way where Hadrian doesn't look cool. He looks cool getting his ass kicked. He looks cool killing
Yeah,
things.
he adjusts his gun belt and then he just gives Ollie a nod and says underneath the wrapping, "I'll be back by evening."
As he leaves, he's like, damn it, he's cool.
Yeah. Yes, and hopefully we will know what's up with the Nyserians. Toodles.
Fi says to the door as it's closing. He does not like Fi, or it just doesn't have time for Fi's different kind of being inquisitive to keep the pun going.
Of course I'm inquisitive. So, Eldon.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
True striking or expeditious retreat? Although I'd like to...
Second one, please. Missing's not really an issue that I have. Getting to position is the issue that I have.
Yes, very stubby, yes.
Igon's just being agreeable and nodding his head to the conversation.
It's like,
Okay. So, I'm just going to
Kava gives us a favorable hand in battle.
I'm going to put a note on my extracts on who has which ones.
Okay.
And
It'll be bracket and then first letter of their name. So
Sure, and
so
then
you'll
just
give us
remind
one,
people that
one a day.
they have it. Yep.
basically, I'm going to be doing it one a day,
Oh,
Good man.
and they'll change up.
Good man.
look at that.
It's a very good way of doing it, sir.
Alchemist supporting the group.
I don't need to be the selfish alchemist. Damn you, Euro. Bracket E bracket is Euro. God. All right.
That's because Eldon's money.
All right, you're B for burrows.
Okay, you taking Kruger out today, Eldon?
No, we're traversing terrain. It's a pain in the arse right now. Besides, leave him with Otis, because I can't.
Okay.
Otis needs. He can't be just like left around. So.
So, what are you... What are all you feather muckers doing?
Oh, there is a cult that is trying to hide their misdeeds that we think is something to do with the demons. We have a letter that's that I've been practicing my abyssal with.
You know this whole place is just sort of sliding into the abyss, huh?
Yes, and we are going to try to.
Come
We have
like
a.
this.
And he lands on the edge of a table, and it's got like a doily on it, and there's this vase. There would have been a vase because everything was looted, and he just sort of like starts slipping down the doily, and the doily kind of slips off the table.
Put the finger on the doily.
Okay.
We're trying to do this, or we're trying to, and then I'm going to pick a crumb off the doily,
Yep.
like, and then let go, or do that.
He's wearing it like a hat, like a veil, and when he comes back up, fluttering in front of you.
Aren't you a pretty dragon?
I know, right? Hey, are there any other dragons around here?
There used to be.
There
There should
were.
be more.
Ah,
They will be coming.
because Chase the Mighty, once he establishes his horde, will be looking for a mate.
Eldon looks at Ventarin.
Ventara just closes his eyes and shakes his head slowly.
So maybe I could woo one of those silver ones. I'm sure there's some of them that are fun.
Watch your tongue.
Okay.
His tongue goes out really wide and flips it around a little bit.
More of a child.
Don't we? We have a couple of
grins
great.
at Eldon like, oh, it's on.
It's working. Fine. It's like we have a couple of great accomplishments under our belts. We're doing well against the demonic hordes.
You think this is
Yes.
well?
Better than before.
I guess.
It all depends on where you started.
We need to get more information. We need to
You
find out
start
about
neck
these.
deep in shit. When you get hip deep in shit, you're like, excellent. I'm
Oh, I got
1 foot
information
less
for
shitty.
you. You're all fucked. You should be really packing up and, casting gate spells or finding your own omas and flying away. You got flying ships here, right?
Knowledge.
No. Unfortunately, we don't.
You got no airships. Anything capable of interplanetary travel?
Are you talking about travel between
Eldon's
planets?
blankly looking at him. Like,
Yeah. It's the other planets in the solar system, right?
He's saying words that are fucking like out there. Like really
What?
super esoteric kind of knowledge arcana observatory.
A system of the sun. What system does the sun do? Or do you mean like the angels? System of angels?
Oh,
heresy!
He's like,
oh boy. Of course I had to land on some backwater planet that's getting eaten up by the abyss and almost fucking dead.
he's starting to realize he's stuck here.
Hey, you're a
Well-
priest. Can you resurrect Oma?
Icon can do many things. But the power of life over death is most held when life remains a constant and death is kept at bay.
So it's a fucking no then.
No, I cannot raise Oma. I am sorry, my little friend.
We could phrase that as not right now, maybe later.
You're fucking holding out, aren't you? No, you guys aren't that powerful. I've seen power. There was this one time? Nah, you wouldn't get it.
There's more to victory than that of power. There's will and determination.
Uh-huh. So where are all these silver dragons? Why aren't they saving the day?
That is something I need to determine. The strongest amongst us has fallen already. The head came off. Hopefully we can put it back on.
He finds that funny. He just nervously laughs.
I mean, he looks at others. It's easier to use raise dead than something like a resurrection. If we can find a single... We have pieces! Fi stands up from the table. He's holding a scale. We just need resurrection.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he holds up a piece of Oma. And we have another piece, so we need 2.
Hey, what's that?
And then...
Don't worry, Alma. You'll be soon doing your whale song and your blubbery farts.
Did Oma need any sort of modifications, or was Oma born ready to make chambers?
I don't know. I wasn't there at her birth. I became her captain years ago, I think. It's all kind of fuzzy.
Why would you have lost
Just
your memory?
me and Oma. All
Why would you
alone
have
up
lost your
there
memory?
in the stars.
You
Between
mentioned you had a
planes.
companion as well, right?
Nope, just me.
Earlier you said there was a companion that was dark-skinned and an elf.
Drow woman.
They're evil.
But you can't remember. Fi, what would cause his memory to lapse like this? What spell or magic or...
I would say
Something
it's
that changed in
probably
the past.
something that, like, tearing yourself between planes and smacking into something that's in another plane and then sort of falling out of the sky.
Got
All
it,
can
you don't
cause
know.
trauma.
Understood.
There's also been, you can hurt your brain with things like starvation. Could be something more mundane.
My brain's not hurt. You're the ones whose brains are hurt.
Do you know where you're from?
No.
Home world.
Nope.
You don't remember?
No.
Or you don't know?
No.
Come now, you're being a little... The Oma can go between worlds. There are people who live that way. So there are people who don't actually have worlds, if people can go between.
Well, I was born somewhere, but that was a long time ago. If you didn't have people keeping track of your birth, would you remember where you were born, dumbass?
I do have an origin.
You got lots of origins.
I have... I know how long it has been since my first tattoo. That is the origin in time. Before that point, you're right. I do not know precisely how long it has been. But from that point, I know.
Must have been a really nice world. None of you dumbasses wandering around on 2 feet. Lots of beautiful wings and nice dragons. I think. Anyways, let's go resurrect Oma.
Right. To the Nyserian Manor.
Okay.
We need to find the resurrection spell.
Right.
It's gotta be around here somewhere.
He coughs up the gem again.
Will this help?
Yes. We have to buy a very large diamond. 2 of them.
Okay, well, he gives up the
Yeah.
exquisite emerald.
Yes. Alright, it's part of our resurrect. we got enough Oma as long as Oma didn't turn undead, so we should be able to resurrect or true resurrect Oma. And then we're going to do the same thing with Terendelev. Because that's how we fight. This is what we need to do by the 11th or 12th.
It's not a bad plan.
That's how. That is.
Having a
That's a good
silver
plan.
dragon riding around, an ancient silver dragon riding around at your side. Yeah.
Yeah, that's currently the plan, and we've got parts of her from her death, so we
Good
can
plan.
Do it.
Like, good plan. I like it.
It's fine. There's direction.
Instead of put out that little fire over here, put out that little fire over there. This building is still on fire.
The building is still on fire. I'm going to
But
clean the
we
cobwebs out of the
light.
out in the basement.
We
Okay.
hear the
So-
All
sirens.
right, we have a goal.
There seems to be hope there. Icon seems to agree. He knew that after some sleep and the rising of dawn, that everything would be okay.
Okay.
There isn't any more sick on you, Icon. None. Completely free of the sick.
And how are you feeling, Fi?
Little stiff, but not terrible.
I'm gonna get rid of the 4 damaged Lan has. Somebody would have got rid of that.
Yeah. Fi has 1 strength damage, but that's not a big deal for him. The con damage is what was really the sticky part.
Oh yeah, I gotta do my spells. My spells.
Yeah, the paladins have spells now after leveling up.
Yes.
Awesome.
I'm gonna do stars by whatever I prepared. It's a lot easier than copying and pasting.
Yep.
Whenever I use dash, okay?
Do death. I prefer bold, but that's fine.
Or, some people can't see it.
Or get rid of the stars.
Yeah.
No, it's good because I like knowing,
What you prepare usually. Got it.
yeah. Yeah, it's a lot easier to...
That's fine. Stars how we used to do it, so it's readable.
Divine favor.
Yeah, it's a solid one.
Yep. Divine
Divine
favor,
favor.
lesser restoration.
Yes, I will cast lesser
Although
restoration.
Icon does have lesser restoration as a spell.
As one of his, so we don't need that.
Okay.
It is competing with the following spells, though. Lesser restoration, cure moderate wounds, and hold person.
So Ventarin
Thanks, Greyhawk.
is going to make a holy water flask. He's going to bless some water.
yeah. I can bless water as well.
Could you subtract
long does that
7
last?
gold pieces off the spell components? Or
How long does this last?
Is it only 7?
5
it's
pounds of
thir- it's-
powdered silver worth 25 gold pieces.
Oh, it's 25 gold pieces. Oh shit, never mind. Sorry, I thought it was
This is 25 gold
silver
pieces.
pieces. So 50 gold pieces.
Duration. So this lasts.
It's permanent.
If we have a lot of gold, I say this is worth it, especially when you
could grind down silver coins to do that.
Yep.
So how much?
I
50
can
gold?
do 1.
Or 25 gold.
Well, I'm gonna do one, and
I'll do 1.
Eldon will do one.
Actually, it sounds like it's spell components, because
Yeah.
it would be like way too much silver.
5 pounds of silver.
Imagine that Fi throws those. Whee! The silver disappears. It's like
Yeah. Okay, where are your spell components? I think they're all divvied up on people's sheets.
Oh, okay. Then Fi will give spell components to be given holy hand grenades. Because
25 gold?
Fucking useful.
50.
50 per casting?
No, 25 per cast.
20 total.
Two of them.
So
Are you editing or am I?
No, Icon will give
Oh,
the paladins 50 gold pieces worth of spell components to do it the next time.
okay. And 5 subtracts for this time.
Okay.
On this day.
So did you need me to cast it?
Yep.
Okay,
you
done.
cast one, Ventar and cast one.
Is your blessing water that you drew from Icon's bath? Well, he keeps on filling up these containers.
Yeah.
And I put the 2 on 5, if that's right with you.
Yep. Chase spends a lot of time just watching.
Yeah. No, that I don't want them. I got other things to throw.
Stones. I think this will work. Excellent. Because they work really well. It is amazing. The potency of, I suppose, gods again. Never mind. It's not really amazing. Gods are potent. That's.
You're a very good thrower, my friend, says Icon.
It's all about how the fluid flows.
Chase is laughing at something. You said something funny.
Flows. Perfect. I suppose it isn't a fun-sounding word. Galosha.
So when's your butterfly gonna come out to play?
Flicking his tail quickly like he's ready to pounce. Smacking his lips.
Butterfly is a princess, and she will not be coming out to play until you learn some manners.
Aw, she looks so tasty.
While this respite is reassuring, we need to get moving.
He's right. Sorry.
We have a
He's correct. We should be moving as soon as possible.
Lan goes to open the door. Chase does a bounce off of his head and scurries outside.
What are you waiting for?
what will be fun is, despite his perfect fly speed, when the winds get high enough,
Right. Okay, you step out into the streets.
yes,
Where are you going? I'm going to put a separate token down for Hadrian.
Virtue. What a useless spell.
Just to remind me that he's off.
it's a cantrip, and
Not for me. It is.
well, no, it's not right. But it used to be a cantrip, and it got grandfathered in, and paladins don't get cantrips. So you could, if you prepared that spell, I would have to reach through the computer and smack you.
I would have to smash my fist against my own laptop.
Which one?
The virtue.
Oh.
One temporary hit point. If you die by 1 hit point,
Magic weapon is the other one. So I'd be preparing either magic weapon, protection from chaos, or evil, and divine favor.
I think we're going to go to the wall and up and over, and then
Okay.
this thing looks like it's on this side. So
Using your Lan, who's a climber. Okay, so make a DC 20 climb check, Lan.
Yep. So Lan is using the new ring.
Oh, so he's really good at
and
climbing.
and
He-
puts the rope down.
Yeah. So his climb right now is he's plus 16.
Nice.
Okay, I have to update that. In the
Which
sheet,
means
though.
you can't fail. You just don't make any progress in the rounds that you roll.
So now you just go.
Yeah. So you're
So
able
now
to
you
climb
can
this
just take
wall.
10.
Awesome.
You're able to get to the top. You drop the rope down. Everyone climbs up. Can everyone now make climb checks? DC 0.
Phi.
A knotted rope against a wall, I believe, is DC 0. Let me.
So Phi has a ±1. So if he rolls a 1, he still gets 0.
A knotted rope with a wall to brace against it is DC 0.
Okay, so I can't fail.
Okay.
I can't fall. Sorry.
All right, so the party's up on the bridge. Give me perception checks.
All right.
Yep.
25.
Okay, so perception is right. +10 and +9. Okay. Sucky on both.
I
9?
suppose I could do Ventarans.
18.
He gets 8.
18 max for me.
25 is the highest thus far.
Okay. Give me a percentile.
Adam, go for it.
We can't handle a rock today. 42.
Okay, up on the wall, you can you notice that this particular building is burning. Like a little red dot for the burning building. And you notice something dog-like running around in this area.
Knowledge planes.
Sure, it looked like the cross between some sort of wolfish dog hyena with a porcupine.
33.
You're the one who actually spotted it, or
Yeah.
okay? It's called a howler. It's a vile predator with hide thick as leather. Wicked ebony quills run from its head down its back. It's large. Like it's the size of a horse. You know that these things are... they're not demons, but they are outsiders that are evil and chaotic. And they do tend to live on the chaotic planes, including the Abyss. Most likely they're like abyssal wolves almost. Their howl...
Makes you scared.
is grating, exhausting, and drives listeners insane.
That is not the same as make you scared.
Just put shit into your ears.
And that the fact that they have really bad quills makes it difficult for you to fight them.
Is its howl sonic?
Yep.
Could it be counter-songed with a bird?
Yeah, it's a sonic mind-affecting effect.
Yeah. Chase,
Yeah?
you were singing magically previously.
Of course. I'm the greatest bard that ever did bard.
Do you see the demon dog over there? The howler?
Yeah, that big thing running around?
Yes. It has a very, very terrible howl. If we end up confronting it, could you do the bard thing where we don't lose our minds?
Yeah, I guess so.
Perfect.
If you're nice to me.
Excellent.
Have we mentioned how lovely your wings look in the reddish sky?
He flutters them as he's sitting on one of the crenellations that you guys are dropping ropes over.
I think we're going to I think we want to pick our way not along the top of the wall,
Okay.
because that whole if you can see them, they can see you type thing.
Yep. You guys going to drop down then?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, you drop
We're
down.
going to underneath the rope.
a number of abandoned buildings. Looks like they've been broken into. The signs of horrible things happening to them. This might still be in the vicinity of the victims of the demons that lived around the tower.
Think we want to follow along the wall,
Oh, I
not
see.
along the road,
Okay.
because sneaky.
All right.
Okay, just keep going.
Looks like you
down.
encounter some difficult terrain around here. This building's partially like spilled open and into the street. You can see that the carrion crows have picked apart some of the bodies that were in the rubble. There's one exposed skeleton that is animate. It's trapped underneath a block of stone. It's under half. It looks like it had its eyes picked out. It still has some hair on its head, and it's trying to claw its way towards you as you guys are moving to like picking through the rubble.
Eldon.
Yeah.
Eldon.
This skeleton was exposed to the sky.
Well, I don't want to toot my own. Oh, there you go.
Crack it.
Yeah, you're able to crunch its skull in, and it stops moving.
Are we able to defeat the broken in half one hit die skeleton? Yes.
Yes.
The immobilized.
Immobilized prone.
So, I think my hypothesis was somewhat accurate. How do halflings traditionally... I don't want to sound rude, but burrows is what I remember. What do they do with dead halflings? Halflings that are no longer alive anymore.
Bury them.
Deep?
Well, deep enough.
Not like a crypt, right? Like
No,
buried.
Can't bother with that. There's no time. It's battle.
I don't know if you represent typical halflings. Your world might be different.
If you don't have the battle, then you shouldn't. Then something's wrong with you.
Well-tended little graveyards, blessed by priests, is what goes on Agrova. Not Agrova, sorry, on the planet that you're from. Give me a second.
On
Yoldra.
Yoldra, thank you.
Yoldra. Perfect.
They might do
Hopefully-
things differently on Agrova, given the history with Undeath. But
Yeah. Well, let's keep picking our way.
okay, you actually have to go around this building because
Okay.
it's actually blocked up ahead, and there's a bit of a break in the wall. As you're picking around trying to find the wall again, you hear a growl and a bay.
Oh, what?
And it's around this building. That looks like it's about 80 feet away. Let me draw a little bit of
Oh.
the map.
Demon.
Oh,
Yeah, demonic.
Lord.
How easy, difficult it is to. What did Fight tell us about this thing's powers?
It's not really a demon, but it's kind of a demon, and the howl sucks. So our bard needs to counter-song the howl.
Do you know how tough its skin is?
No?
We'll find out.
Okay, I'm just cleaning some spot on the conversation layer. We'll do the combat there. Looks like there was a building and a wall of rubble.
Rebel on the double. Kids' cartoons.
The bay was on the other side.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Broke my goddamn mind.
Okay, so you guys were walking along this rubble, trying to find a way back towards the wall, when you heard some baying and some sound over yonder.
Okay. So we heard it over here, like over this area.
Oh, now that we've got less restorations, I can use my mutagen with less personal harm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, the wall of rebels about 40, we'll say about 20 feet high. And there's definitely something growling at you from nearby. I need an initiative. It's stalking you guys. It knows you're around.
Okay. Is this thing do I get a bonus to initiative against a favorite enemy?
No, but favorite terrain.
You are definitely in the world wound now, so I believe I've added that as I noticed that and I added that as a temp to the initiative sheet, the temp modifier.
Okay.
Yeah, Valderas is in the world wound.
Right in the wound.
Right in the wound.
So okay, so 12 and 9.
is rather poor.
Hadrian's not with you guys right now.
Oh.
Eldon, would you roll?
12. I'm putting it in. Land rolled a 9.
Phi rolled a 6, and Ventarin rolled a 14. I would also like to say that Phi's base initiative modifier went up. Because Diviner. So
Diviner, your supernatural sense that something is wrong.
always bad. If there is a surprise round, I'm not flat-footed. I always get to act, and I get to add half my character level to my initiative. It is super cool.
Oh fuck!
Is that backwards?
Yeah.
Did it roll a 14 and have a plus 6?
Yeah.
Or has it have a plus 14
Oh,
and
okay.
roll a 6?
Fuck me. I was like, what?
Mythic Howler. It's got the template where it goes twice.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
Yeah, we'll call it. No, we won't call it the surprise round. We'll just go straight into the top round. Although it goes first. It knows you're there.
I'm not gonna tempt fate. Putting this plate half-ass on the table. Second I look away, bam!
Okay. The Howler scrambles forward towards all of you. Is it 60? And then it bays. All of you need to make a will save versus this curse.
Are we on?
It is a sonic effect as well.
We're on conversation.
What's its range?
The range is 120 feet.
Okay.
We'll go in order of initiative.
Fuck you, ugly.
Eldon.
Yeah, Eldon's gonna do his thing right here. Okay, Eldon. So this is a curse, you said?
Yep.
Will?
To curse
11.
mind affecting sonic.
Ha. 21.
Okay, you're fine. You don't like the sound of it though.
Yep.
Then we need icon. Now it says all beings other than outsiders. Icon is a native outsider. We'll say that he is not affected. So next is Ventarin.
Okay. Ventarin's will save is okay, I guess.
This isn't enchantment, right? It's not.
24?
Yeah, you're fine. After Vintaran, we need Chase,